It's BuMpY's frozen pizza reviews. Yeah.
Alright, so we are back with another BuMpY frozen pizza review, and we have the Screamin Sicilian Pizza Co. This is their Supremus Maximus Supreme Pizza. This will rule your mouth. Look at that, looking right through there, you see some frozen veggies. What's it got in it? It's got sweet Italian sausages, premium pepperoni, red and green peppers. I said that backwards, but it still goes. Onions, black olives, awesome. Mozzarella cheese, secret recipe tomato sauce. They mention the sauce. And stone-fired medium crust. 25 ounces, not a bad ounce there. This pizza costs under $7. I believe it was like $6.80 something cents. Let's go ahead. The oven is preheated. I'll show you what it looks like when I take it out of the packaging before it cooks. Okay, so I tore just a little bit of this wrapping that it has. That's what it looks like. I don't think I have to move anything really around. I might move some of these peppers here around, just maybe over in this area here. But yeah, there you go. I mean, that's what it kind of looks like. It does look like they fully loaded it up. That's nice. Let's do it. Okay, so let me tell you this. It does say to cook it on the center rack, but what I've been doing in my oven, I've been cooking these in the oven now. I put the racking to like the second level, so it's not center. It's like the level below center. Yeah, these pizzas have been coming out looking wonderful. I did this the least amount. I normally do it to the most, but I figured if I did it to the least, and then if it wasn't quite done, I could continue on. But it was looking great when the 17 minutes was done. The pizza crust on the bottom is looking good. Let's go ahead and cut this. See if it crunches at all. It does look like it's going to be somewhat crisp. There you go. Yeah, this is actually all the way through. It looks beautiful. It's smelling pretty nice. I'm pretty friggin' hungry as well. I mean, the frozen veggies, I mean, yeah, you can kind of tell that they were frozen at once, but that looks like a proper pizza for the most part. Alright, I'll see you when I'm eating it. And you know what we do here? I'm gonna eat the whole fucking pie. Alright, so here we are. This is my first introduction. I've had Screamin Sicilian before, but it was years ago. Who knows if I cooked it right. But for doing an actual review, actually concentrating on what the fuck I'm tasting, here we go. Looks alright on the bottom there with the crust. It kind of wants to fold a bit. It is a heavy pizza. There is a good amount of cheese. I dropped a black olive. Let's stick that back on there. There is a hefty amount of cheese, a good amount of toppings. You got plenty of black olives and peppers. You got red and green peppers and some onions on there as well, with plenty of pepperoni all throughout. It's a kind of thinner crust, but yeah, it smells pretty good. They told about their sauce a little bit on the box there. Well, some type of like spicy sauce or whatnot, so we'll definitely see about that. But yeah, you're smelling the there's a bit of like a roasted character to the peppers and the onion. Getting the pepperoni aroma, maybe a little bit of the sauce. It smells okay. It's kind of dripping the stuff down on my finger, which isn't like a super hot temperature. So I'm wondering, like, should I have cooked this longer? I don't know. I cooked it to 17 minutes. 19 minutes was the highest recommended. It looked good. I pulled it at 17. But why am I getting kind of cold runnings off the pizza? That I can't explain. Let's go ahead and take our first bite here. So it's not boiling hot. It didn't burn my mouth. It's very lukewarm. Temperature-wise, I think it could be hotter. I don't know what's up with that. But the crust is crunchy. So you get this, I don't know, it's kind of like a buttery type crust to it. Not bad. There's loads of topping that are just coming off. The veggies definitely taste frozen. They don't taste fresh. It's frozen pizza, so I mean they're gonna be frozen anyways, but they taste like they were already frozen. Let's just take more. So there is plenty of cheese and plenty of sauce. The sauce does have a kind of a zestiness to it. Definitely taste a bit to the sauce. It's still not as good as Rayo's, but I'm pleased that they at least paid attention to the sauce. There's a zestiness to it. There's definitely some spices, some herbs put into the sauce. The crust is nice. It's got a crispiness to it, and it's holding up. And it doesn't seem to be that bad of a crust. It doesn't taste bland and flowery. Jesus. I gotta dive more into that. We're gonna continue eating. So yeah, with the crust, there seems to be like a little bit of like I'm not sure if it's a sweetness or whatever, but it's not bland. It's a crust on its own. It stands out a little bit. It's not too bad. It's not the best crust ever, but for some of these frozen pizzas, man, it's a pretty above average crust, I'll say. The sauce is really hitting. There's some spice to it. When you continue eating, I want to talk about this pepperoni and more about the veggies and stuff. All right. Well, that was the first slice down. So far, I'm pretty impressed. I'm going to eat most of the rest of the pizza. I'll be back with the final slice. As I'm digging into that to see how kind of thought process as I'm going. But yeah, so far, not too bad. There's no really I'm not getting any bad flavors off the meats. The sausage has kind of a little zesty, sausagey thing going. It's got a little bit of like star anise or like a black licorice type thing to it with the sausage. I noticed that. The pepperoni, a little bit pork forward, but there's some zestiness to it. There's zero like metallic or off notes to any of the meat that's used. The veggies do seem like they are the pre-frozen veggies that are just put on there, so not super fresh. One gripe basically with the whole thing: fresher veggies. The sauce has a zestiness, so there we go. So far, first slice of this pizza. Yeah, why not? But let's come back and see my final thoughts and kind of where I put it on this sliding scale of shit to great. All right, we are back with our last slice. I threw this last slice into the oven for a bit longer, just because the others, like as I was eating them off of stream, because I eat the whole pizza, I started noticing it was kind of like some of the veggies and stuff were kind of cold still, even though it was in there for the minimum amount of time. So I just put it in there for an extra extended period of time. So I'd recommend if you get the Screamin Sicilian, I mean all ovens obviously, that's why they have a different variation of time. But in my oven anyways, I'd cook it for the extended period of time. So I'd go for like 19 minutes to 20 minutes. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a bite of this now. This is the last slice I did throw in, like I said, for an extended period of time. It's not quite accurate, but basically what you want to look for is the toppings and all that stuff and the crust, how that's looking. It's looking nice here. The toppings, I mean, everything looked nice the first time anyways, but maybe even a little bit better. There's a little bit more pepperoni curling, and here we go. So I'm just going to eat this down and enjoy this, and then come up with my final thoughts. All right, so here I am. I'm down to basically the last couple of bites. Got a dog here flying around me. All right, so here's what I would say about this pizza. I recommend cooking it for a longer period of time. The meats that are on it, they don't give any weird flavor notes to it. It's pretty nice. The veggies are definitely frozen. You're gonna get that frozen veggie thing. Don't expect crisp, nice veggies. There's a good amount of cheese that's on it. There's a good amount of sauce. The sauce has a zestiness. So it's not the best pizza sauce. I mean, so far Newman's Own. I haven't even put that as a review yet, but I've eaten it. So Newman's Own and Rayo's so far I think has the best sauce. But this at least has some type of you can recognize the sauce. Crust is okay. It's crisp. Even I think it would just be crisp if you ate it raw, almost, unfrozen, uncooked. Yeah, I mean it's not like a full flavory crust, but it's got like kind of this buttery cracker type thing going for it. It's crispy. It holds up. The toppings are plentiful. It's a filling pizza. For what it is, for the price, like I said, I think this is a very good pizza. And it's one I would recommend as far as, hey, if you're, kind of on a budget, but yet want something that's got some good, decent flavors to it, it's going to fill you up too. This is definitely a filling pizza. This Screamin Sicilian, I'm not sure about the other ones. I think they're all the same price. But I mean, you got like one that's all cheese. I doubt that's going to be the same amount of ounces. I doubt that's going to fill you up as much as this did for the Supreme one. But yeah, very very good. I'd say go out and get it. Price is not too bad. I think it's priced right where it needs to be. It definitely meets that like $7 to under $7 range without going too low. Type of frozen pizza. Screamin Sicilian, I think, I think they got the right thing going for them. They're right where they're advertising, basically, with price and on their boxes too. So, cheers, bon appetit, whatever. Let's eat this last couple of bites here, and we are good. I'll catch you on the next BuMpY frozen pizza review.